Maybe it's the way you're dressed.
Now, everyone watching has probably heard of the myth of Sisyphus before. You know, the one about the guy who has to roll the boulder up a mountain for all eternity, and when he almost reaches the top, the boulder rolls back to the bottom. Well, I'm feeling a lot like Sisyphus right now making these Sans AU videos, because, dear lord, there are a lot of them. Like, seriously, I could cover 10 to 12 AUs one day, and then 20 more would come out the next. So today, I'm thinking of doing something a little different. Today, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, we're going to be doing a rapid fire round and covering as many AUs as possible in a short period of time. If you want me to cover your Sans AU, just send me the link to the lore in the comments, or explain it. I ain't really picky. No, I've got a ton of AUs to cover, so without further ado, let's get started. Alright, cue the music. Time Paradox Sans are a duo of Sanses who have been brought together for an unknown reason and fight the human. The duo consists of a Sans from a pacifist timeline and a Sans from a genocide timeline. Undertale Sans is an egotistical Sans variant from the Undertale universe. His wiki page claims he's the strongest mortal in the multiverse, but I won't go into the Undertale multiverse power scaling because that is a whole kerfuffle on its own. Limbo Sans is an extremely dark Sans variant from the Limbo Tale universe and is quite powerful in the confines of his own universe. Outside of it, he's essentially just a regular Sans. Limbo itself is actually a pretty freaky game. Give it a try if you want. Sino Sans, or Before Tale Sans, is a Sans variant from a pacifist timeline that was ravaged by a Kara-controlled Frisk. He now works with Undertale Sans to save his own AU. Mandela Tale Sans is a Sans variant that I can only assume is an alternate. I've never really seen the Mandela catalog before, and in all honesty, the Scrimblow catalog is just better. Ace is a Sans variant from the Chance Tale AU, which is actually a comic that you should check out on DeviantArt. Anyways, Ace is a master illusionist and is probably one of the best designed Sans AUs I've seen, and gosh darn it, we need to have more Sans AUs where he's a wizard. No reason, I just think it would be cool. Story Spin Sans is a Sans variant from the Story Spin universe, where the roles of the Story Shift universe are reversed. Now, from what I've seen from the art, Sans wields a freaking baseball bat, which is pretty awesome in my opinion. Also, the wiki says he turns into a blob, and I don't really know how to react to that. Like, is there anything special about the blob? Is it just a blob? Yeah, I don't know, I'm going off script, let's keep going. Altertale Sans is a Sans variant who has taken Toriel's role as a caretaker of the ruins. He gave up his role as king for his brother Papyrus, who then betrayed him. He's also the older brother of Gaster in this universe, which is weird because Gaster is usually the dad in these AUs. Sensational Illness is a mysterious entity who was once a human named Samuel that made a deal with a being known as Unum Supra and became a twisted version of Sans. Now, I say this a lot, but this is the best Sans design I've seen. Like, holy hell, it is so creepy and off-putting, I love it. Dust Divine Hatred is a version of Murder Sans that managed to permanently kill the human and destroyed his whole multiverse. His powers transformed him into a being of pure hatred. Man, Undertale AU characters are up there with SCP characters in terms of power. Dear lord. Toxino Sans is a Sans variant that was infected through a mixture of magic and chemicals. He wears a mask in order to prevent spreading his infection. Despite his toxicity though, he serves as a protector for the people. Paper Crane is an outcode that was created by the leftover remains of Sanses from dead timelines, and because of this, the said remains act as one collective mind that often gets confused. So it's like if a Twitch streamer gave their entire chat control over a video game. Wiki Sans is a creepypasta entity that was created by a glitch in the Undertale wiki that created this image. This entity is capable of corrupting the Undertale wiki and quite possibly other pages of the internet as well. This is actually such a creative concept for a character and I love it. Alright, why the hell is Green Sans so badass? He's literally just a Sans but green, and yet all the images of him go so goddamn hard. His design also has something on his chest, and I swear to god if that thing is the WhatsApp logo, I'm going to scream. VHS Sans is a Sans variant that has become corrupted when his files were messed with. Due to that incident, he's able to cheat a lot during fights, and if he defeats you, you turn into Sans. Which, knowing my viewers probably won't bother you guys too much. Avengetail Sans is a Sans variant from an unknown timeline and acts as the prophesized Omniversal Chosen. He's essentially like the main character of the multiverse, I guess. He wields a sweet looking sword called the Blade of the Omniverse, but if I were to name it, I would have just called it the Throngler. Farm Sans is a Sans variant from the Farmtale universe, a universe where everyone just loves to farm. He's literally the definition of that one meme, it ain't much but it's honest work. His Gaster Blasters are also just cow heads. Awesome. Dancetail Sans is a Sans variant who just loves, as the kids say, busting it down. He loves hip-hop and breakdancing, and surprisingly, out of all the AUs out there, I actually remember seeing this one in my early Undertale phase. Pale Sans is a Sans variant that came into existence without a soul and is incapable of feeling any actual emotions. And he has the power of taking away creativity from other AUs, which is ironic considering his design is literally just regular old Sans with a scarf. I actually don't have a Sans AU, but if I did, he'd just be a regular old lacy Sans, except he'd have sunglasses and a Hawaiian shirt. And if anyone out there got to this part, do not draw Sanstopia. I would not be able to explain that to any one of my friends and family. Alright, well that wraps up another nice little bow on a Sans AU video. Even after going through 20 of these, there are still a ton of AUs left I have to cover, but hey, I'm gonna keep rolling that boulder up the mountain till I drop. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next.